In 6 months' time, a year's time, 2 years' time, however long it takes, you might message me and you might go, "Hey Luke, guess what? I built an empire. My social media is popping. I've been locking in brand deals left, right, and center. My shows are going off the hook. I'm getting invited to all these festivals. And I'd be really proud of you and really excited," right? Then in 6 months' time, I might check back on you, and then all your social media equity is dead. Now, why do you think that would have been the case? If you just kept doing the same things you learned on this webinar, why would suddenly you go from hero to zero? It's because the algorithms change all the damn time. You can't be a social media expert for longer than 6 months, and that's the hard truth, right? I've been contracted as a social media expert on a couple of occasions, and quite often I'm reaching millions of people when I start, and I'm reaching millions of people when I end my contract, and my strategy at the start and strategy at the end are completely different because I'm adapting to the social media algorithm changes, right? How do we keep up to date with the social media changes? Write these links down, screenshot it, whatever you need to do. These are the websites that I follow to make sure I'm up to date with all the changes. Now, to be honest, I don't actually go to these links. I just go and I follow them all on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, blah, 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 just to make sure if there ever is an update, I get it straight away. So Social Media Examiner might go, "New changes to the Facebook algorithm where they're now punishing clickbait titles." So I click that. I understand that Facebook are now burying news stories with clickbait titles, and I know to never post them anymore, right? Now, if clickbait titles were a big part of your strategy and you weren't aware of that change, and you built your most engaged circle out to 10,000 people in the space of a month, it might shrink down to 100. It's very important that you're up to date on this. And that's a true change, actually. It just happened recently with Facebook. Tracking your equity. You built your empire and now you want to monitor it. Screenshot or write this down. These are the things that I use. Nextbigsound.com. It's kind of like a triage of your social media. So I'll get an email every week of all the social media accounts that I manage and follow, of all the bands and all the artists I work with, and it'll say things like Twitter up, Instagram down, Facebook down, and it just sort of gives me a snapshot of what's working and what's not, and then I can quickly jump on it if there's an issue, or maybe jump on it if something's going crazy and I want to work out why. Analytics.twitter.com. This used to only be for verified accounts. Now it's available to everyone. Work out what tweets are working, what tweets aren't working, what time they're working, who's following you, who has a massive following. Because if you've got a follower with a huge following, what should you be doing? Engaging with them, talking to them, retweeting them, building a relationship. Absolutely. Keyhole.co is how I track hashtags. As I mentioned before, Little C have trended around the world over 50 times, and this is what I use to work out who's tweeting, how often they're tweeting, where they're tweeting from, how frequently they're tweeting, all that sort of stuff. I just really learn the behaviors of our hashtags and hashtag users. Facebook Insights. Everybody has access to this. This is what you need to live in when building your social media equity on Facebook. Monitor what posts are working, what aren't working, what times they're best to post. Really live and study Facebook Insights. It's very important. Creator Studio is the screenshot that I showed you before with Simone, where you can look at the audience retention and monitor how you're editing your videos. Instagram. Simply Measured, Square Lovin', Union Metrics. There's a bunch of third-party Instagram analytics you can use, although most recently Instagram have now released native analytics, so you can actually check in analytics from within the Instagram app, which is awesome, and I'm loving it. And to be honest, I've stopped using these third-party analytics because the Instagram analytics are getting really good.